The debugging process with cybernetic transposition, how to do it. Well, what it is, it's a very key part of the objective setting process. It's the third step. So you set the objective, you target it, and you debug it. Now, what debugging is you are giving feedback to your unconscious how well it did for you. And you're also giving it feedback. Maybe you didn't define exactly, very concretely and clearly what you want to achieve in a particular key element. You'll get that information. Now, the debugging process works most effectively when you have a success team built. Now, a success team is a part of your unconscious that you actually assemble piece by piece using your conscious mind and your awareness of past successes in your life and past quote unquote failures, which you clear. So this success team becomes your expert on how to dialogue with your unconscious, how to implement the CT processes to maximize their effect in your life. And again, you can learn about how to build a success team through one of the more advanced trainings, highest potential training, or Stuart Lichtman's SACP. So back to debugging. The key thing with debugging is to find out, did your objective meet your original why? Now, if your why you wanted to set that objective was to create more harmony in the home, maybe you were having some conflict with, you have a child and you're not seeing eye to eye and you're combative, happened to me. Well, if you set an objective like I did around, I think it was growing my CT business at the time, and at the end when I was debugging it, my true self pops in and says, "What are you doing? Set an objective around that. You're so worried about your son and how you're getting along. You need to set an objective around that." Well, great guidance, right? The next month I set the objective around creating a harmonious relationship with my son. Magically happened. It was beautiful. And then 3 new clients came to me. Imagine that. So there's another little clue here. You start setting objectives with your conscious mind, and the executive part of your unconscious, your true self that truly knows what's for your highest good. It knows should be setting it for something else. What do you think is going to win? Your conscious mind or the 95% power of your unconscious mind that causes things to happen in your life? It's the will to do. It's your doing part. Conscious mind, 5%. Unconscious, 95%. Who's going to win? So the debugging process, you figure out, did you have that conflict? And it's a step-by-step system. I can't recall if it's outlined in the Fast Money book. Might not be. Might be some good pieces there to check in with your unconscious, but that's where the more advanced trainings are really helpful, because you go into the nitty-gritty and you get to practice how to do it. You get feedback whether you're doing it right. And I do know, obviously, there's a form involved with the debugging process, and it's a detailed, quite easy process to do and quite revealing. It'll tell you blockers that you should have cleared that you didn't clear. Wow, imagine that. And then what to do about those blockers. Now, it may be important for you to clear them. It'll also give you guidance on what's the next objective to set. And I hope you're really paying attention to this to make sure your objectives, your conscious mind is choosing, but it's in alignment with your unconscious mind, your true self. This is Monique Gallagher with cyberneticmastery.com, licensed cybernetic transposition teacher. Let me know how I can help.